What's up? What's up? Happy. I don't even know what day it is. Thursday. It's meet the teacher day. That I do know. I'm meeting the eighth grade. I'm finally going into the eighth grade with my baby, with my youngest. Eighth grade and 10th grade. Any others out there? Because we are down here in Florida. We're just about to start school next week, which is cool because ladies, class is going to be in session this September, right after Labor Day weekend. We are going back to school for you to give you permission to start living life alive on your terms without apologizing, without the guilt, without the shame, without the fear. We're putting all that aside, and I'm going to walk you through it in 16 weeks. We're going to turn everything that you are struggling with, your pain, whether it is current, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever you're struggling with, whatever the pattern is. Look at me. I'm just straight out the gate 4 days in. I am totally shameless and unabashed. That's what this challenge is all about offering and opening my doors up to you so that you not just end this year where you want to be, but that you actually start giving yourself permission to do the things that you want to do, and that you don't worry about like the kickback and the fallout from it all. So that's what we're talking about today. Quit waiting for permission, quit asking for permission, quit seeking outside like authority. You have autonomy in your life, you have authority in your life. And something's off with my lighting today. It's like half cloudy, not that I've got natural light coming in and it's almost like too much, but whatever, it is what it is. Happy. This is the daily fight. This is also my Tigger brain. I love saying I was on my morning walk this morning with my husband, and I hate labels. If you don't know this by now, we're going to get into this pretty soon here. But I don't like labels. I don't like being labeled that you have this or that you have that. And if we can relabel things, if we can redefine them in our own terms, that makes it acceptable and easy for us and fun for us and understandable and something that we don't shy away from and hide from and isolate and avoid. Like, it's okay if you have Tigger brain. It's okay if you feel like Eeyore. I was totally Eeyore yesterday, and there's people out there that label you different things, and I really think it's just life is an endurance battle. It is, can you get up, right? Can you keep moving forward? Can you keep like not checking the boxes, but can you do it consistently, making progress in a peaceful place through the permission of your own power? And that's what I want to talk to you today about. Now, last year I gave an incredible workshop, a 2-day workshop boot camp on the permission of you. So I have got a workbook for you if you want it, but you've got to comment below workbook and or DM me workbook, right? If you don't want to comment, that's totally cool. And I'm going to send you this workbook. I printed it out for me because I'm going to read something from it. And I'll send it to you and it'll help you. And I'll send you the video lessons that go with it, totally free, on the house, whatever, just to help you kind of get some self-awareness and discovery of where you're not giving yourself permission in life so that you cannot move forward. You can't have your future self. You can't have your dreams and your goals and the freedom for, you can't have the weight loss. You can't have the bank account. You can't have the marriage. You can't have the relationship with, you can't have any of those things until you give yourself permission and quit waiting on getting it from your friends or your circle or your boss or your boyfriend or your husband or whoever it might be for you. Quit waiting on permission for you to actually do the things, for you to say no, for you to let go. And this is obviously extremely important to me because you can tell that I'm passionate about it. I want to help you interrupt the patterns in your life that is keeping your pain inside. Now, if you don't know me and this is your first time listening to me on the Daily Fight podcast, or you're on my social media, hit that follow button. If you are somebody that's struggling with like chronic pain, right? Something that's debilitating in your life, and this can be like a literal like pain that you have, and it can also be figuratively, it can be emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, a problem that you have, a pattern that you're stuck in where you're settling suffering and you're living in survival mode, that you've almost given up. Like you keep showing up, but you've kind of like, you feel like giving up. You feel like just you're done with it. It's not worth trying. It's too late. I feel like a failure. I'm always going to be here. And you feel stuck in that. I'm somebody that has overcome a lot of pain, a lot of physical pain. I live with physical pain, but also a lot of spiritual battles, a lot of emotional and mental battles from the different adversities and experiences that I've gone through, from not just being an entrepreneur and a personal trainer, more than 2 decades, having my own gym, heartache, divorce, grief, like being evicted, paying for a car that was repossessed, and then having another car that you're trying to pay for while you're still paying for another car that you don't have, while you don't even have that business anymore. So the pain of your past coming back to haunt you in your current life while you're fighting for your future life. Meanwhile, other things have been restored and redeemed and are better, but you still have those pieces of the past that creep into the now. I am the coach, the woman, the person that doesn't want you to stay stuck in that pattern, that wants you to have the permission in your life to move forward. And some of you are going to get that from God, from like a spiritual standpoint. Some of you are just going to get that from the empowerment and the strength that you give yourself when you start to put yourself first, when you start to take care of yourself, when you start to say no, even if there's backlash from it. I recently had to do this the other day, and was I fired up about it, but it was something that I couldn't compromise on. And if you compromise on yourself and your integrity and you go against your own values and your own standards, you lose like your self-esteem, and your self-worth takes a beating. And if you're tired of playing the whack-a-mole game, right, where like you get a win in one area, but then the mole pops up in the other one, and it's a constant gain of if you're done with that, then I'm your coach. I'm the leader for you. I'm the one that you should be following. I am not apologizing for it. I work with anyone who wants to release this pain, let go of this pain, overcome this pain, whatever type it might be, that is holding you back, that is like a noose around your neck. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I still believe in freedom of speech. And I help you understand and get the tools and the skills and develop yourself so that can you feel it, you feel the pain and the pressure and the patterns, and you start to identify them, right? And then we rise up from it, and we learn to overcome it, we learn to go through it, we learn to get past it, we learn to express it, we learn to own it and embrace it. And the best part is you learn to not let it control you. You learn to use it to empower you forward, to turn it into, whether it's your peace or your own power, just to live and be in your life, or you turn it into like a purpose, like I have, like a mission, so that you can progress in life, so that you can achieve or accomplish or help or serve others or motivate others or encourage others. And that's what I'm doing. But it might just be so that you can sit and not worry about it, not have anxiety about it, not have depression, but not feel like Eeyore about it, right? So I'm going to read a little bit about this from you, like rapid fire, but I want you to kind of, and I think I did this with my group, is just tally, like tally. Anytime you hear something that like, oh, this is where I need to give myself permission. This is where I'm seeking it from somebody else. Like I don't speak, or I don't do this, or I'm not doing this because I'm waiting to see what somebody else is going to say, or somebody else is going to think, or I need to talk it over with 10 of my friends or 2 of my friends or 3. And if they all agree, then I'll do it. Or I need to so you're seeking it from somebody else other than from within, because that's where all your answers already are. We just have to discover them, organize them, implement them, execute on them, and never give up on them. So here we go. Where do you need permission? Let's go. Do you need permission to listen, to speak up, to challenge, to be open-minded, to learn, to try, to unlearn, to explore, to mess up, to go again, to be silly, to look stupid, to be seen at all? Hello, hi. To lose weight, to eat the whole bag of chips guilt-free? Do you need permission to say no, to say yes, to be okay, to be still, to move on ahead without them, to love, to let go, to live life on your terms, to rest, to relax, to release, to look good, to make money, to make more money, to travel, to work less, to stay up late, to sleep in any damn day you want. My daughter reminds me of this one all the time. To be alone. Do you need permission to be alone? Do you need permission to be afraid? To be fearless, to quit something you hate, to want better than what you have, even if what you have is okay, to want different than your parents. That's a tough one for some of us. To communicate your feelings. Do you need permission to walk away, to keep going, to try something new, to celebrate your success, to enjoy the moment, to embrace the pain, to be scared? Do you need permission to be you, to tell the truth? Do you need permission to scrap the backup plan? No plan B. We talked about this on day one. Do you need permission to start over? Do you need permission to start again, to reminisce, to dream, to travel while you pay down the debt, to have nice things, to buy nice things, to end a friendship, to end a relationship, to be lazy, to be sad, to be happy, to be proud of your accomplishments? Do you need permission to be unapologetic, to be unabashed, to be sorry, to forgive, to be forgiven? Do you need permission for that? Do you need permission to give, to be loved, to be taken care of, to ask for help, to receive help, to believe again, to let go, to give up control, to take the reins, to cry, to scream, to be strong, to be stronger, to be weak? Do you need permission to be held, to be lifted up? Do you need permission to be a leader? What about to be an efficient follower, to be a supporter? Do you need permission to be real, to be genuine, to like the way you look, to love the way you look, to not filter your pictures, to stand front and center in them, to not hide in the back behind everybody else? Do you need permission to sit down and rest, to shut it off, to charge ahead, to love yourself again? Do any of these resonate with you? I think if they do, you're perfect. You are a perfect fit for my group coaching program, The Rise. And I won't apologize for it because I know it will change your life, because it's changed the lives of the people that come in, of the women that I work with. Here's the thing. Who are you giving permission away to? Where are you asking it in your life today? I think those are the gut punch questions. What permission have you been waiting to give yourself? Did any of these things, and this entire workbook, remember, just comment workbook and I will send you the workbook, and you can, there's coaching questions and prompts in here. And the cool thing about it is the first step is that awareness, right? Because as soon as you identify it, you can never unlearn it. That's the best thing about coaching and personal development and self-improvement is you can do so much on your own. It doesn't cost you a dime. It costs you your time and your energy, your vulnerability, your openness with yourself, your honesty with yourself. And if you're not willing to do those things, then you're going to stay where you're at. And I think if you're listening to this, you don't want to stay where you're at. There's some things that you want to dig through and sift through. And you might think that everything is okay, but you don't know that it can get much better, that you can have better, and that you don't need permission for that, except the permission that you give yourself, that you're allowed to have these things. I got my laundry going in the background, and I hope that my microphone is doing its job and you don't hear my laundry. So let me know that you don't hear my laundry in the comments right now, or drop an emoji with the laundry basket or whatever. So, but the purpose of today, right? And I've got like a minute and a half left, and I swear I'm going to keep time. That's a daily fight for me. Is that it builds your integrity and your confidence and your respect and your integrity. When you start to do that, you go to the gym and you show up, you eat the healthy food, right? You don't go binge. You don't go try to find the answers to your problems in the pantry or the bottom of a bottle or pills or sex or porn or cheating or lying or over shopping or overworking or escaping into your kids' lives. We've got one that stays away from the marriage by going to all the kid activities and doing all the kid things, because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to have to face the truth of things. They're not giving themselves permission to. Sometimes if you face the truth, right? If you face it, it's not as bad. It's typically never as bad as you think. And especially when it's a relationship thing, that the other person might actually be feeling the same thing. And if you guys give yourselves permission to release these things, feel these things, embrace these things, get them out of you so that they don't live trapped in you and end up trapping you in life. If you feel like you're trapped in life, if you feel like you're in your own prison, where do you need to work through these things to give yourself permission? And like I said, the first step is the awareness and identifying some of these areas in your pattern that is causing you the pain, that is becoming problematic in your spiritual, emotional, mental, or physical life. It's affecting your physical body. It's affecting how you show up personally in your relationships or how you're not showing up. And it's affecting you professionally, whether or not you're actually doing the job you want, you're getting the value or the recognition or the acknowledgement or the jobs or the bonuses or whatever it is that you want, that you're in the positions that you want, and that you walk out of every room knowing that you gave it your all, so that when you walk into the next room, you have the confidence and the authority from within yourself, not from anybody else, that you belong there, that you own it, that you can learn from it, that you can grow from it, that you can develop it, that you're bringing something to the table that is good energy, that is honest energy, and that is authentic, and you have integrity with that, which makes you want to keep going and continue to do it every single day. So this is the daily fight today. The permission of you. Quit waiting for permission. Where are you seeking outside permission in your life? I guarantee you're doing it. We all do it. And the more awareness you can have, grab my workbook, just comment workbook one more time. Go check out robintanner.com/the rise waitlist. It is a weekly group coaching, very interactive. We're going to connect. There's hot seat coaching, there's Q&A, there's weekly lessons that are brand new, that are bite-sized, that are going to help you, that you're going to want to do, they're going to energize you and give you back your life, your breath, your freedom. They're going to liberate you and you're going to walk differently. And that is going to help you interrupt that pattern, defy it, disrupt it so that you can dominate in your life from the inside and actually do your damn dream, live life on your terms, feel at ease, be present in the moment, all of the things without doing all of the things. So I hope this helps somebody today. Please comment below workbook. Share this. If you're on Spotify or one of the podcast channels, make sure you rate it, review it. Give me 5 stars just for showing up and trying. Yeah. And if you are on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you need permission in your life, what resonated with you. And then also, I would love to know in the next 3 weeks as I'm doing this live, what would you like? What are your questions? What are your issues? What are your problems? What are your patterns that you're already aware of? And how do we coach you forward? How do we coach you up? How do we train you up and get you there? Besides enrolling in my group coaching program that is going to be badass and awesome. So I cannot wait to see you on the inside. Have an amazing Thursday. I'm going to go meet the teacher if my kid will let me. I'm not quite so sure that I think I'm getting past that where I actually get me teacher. I think I'm just the driver at this point. So happy Thursday. Have a great day. Be badass.